Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back to our Humankind Victor Open Dev One City Merchant Challenge. Last session was a pretty profitable one and a pretty successful one, I would say, though it has started to bring about some cracks in our empire. Peace with Amorians was, I think, a good call, though it has left us with San Lorenzo, and it doesn't look like we're actually ransacking it at present. So let's go ahead and resume the ransacking of San Lorenzo so that we can continue to be one city merchants, kind of the name of the challenge over here. This was a temporary setback, but that can be expected. Again, when you go to war, if you're going to take cities, as long as we solve it, I feel like we're still staying on theme, on brand, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's take care of that. Let's make sure we take care of that. And of course, the Haruppans might be a little upset about it, but hey, they'll deal. If they have a problem, they can take it up with my army. But apart from that, though, we have expanded even further, taking some of these islands over here, about ready to take this archipelago up over here as well. We've acquired pearls for ourselves, so lots of good stuff going on. However, with all this expansion, as you can imagine, things have been getting a little more unstable. Things are strained, in fact. The city's population is becoming agitated. Positive and negative events are equally likely to occur in this city. You can see we have quite a bit that's helping us out. But we also have quite a bit that's hurting us. Farmers' quarters, harbors, market quarters, research quarters, all these structures, all of these districts just weigh down on the administrative capabilities, I suppose, of our city. And so that's causing a lot of trouble. Once the Angkor Wat is completed, we will have a plus 40 boost to stability, so that will be nice. But we should really consider some other options as well. There are a bunch of holy sites we can place. Again, we've unlocked quite a few. We can place a few more holy sites down. That should help. And we are also trying to unlock technologies that help. We did a little bit of that last session, but I don't know if that was enough. Anyway, those are just some of my concerns, but overall we're doing all right as we hit end turn to turn 95 and move onwards to hopefully gaining at least one star over here. Yeah, it looks like we've got our merchant star. Beautiful. Thank you very much. We're very close to getting our builder star as well. Making our way to the next era. Again, like I was saying last session, it will happen quicker than it seems. We're closer than it looks over here. I want to mention as well, folks, if you've been enjoying this sort of different approach to content, at least as far as this channel is concerned, if you would like to see more like it for games in the future, or if you would just like to see more Humankind on the channel in the future, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like down below. It does make a very big difference. It just lets me know what folks are interested in, and it directly affects the content I do on the channel. And if you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, or anything like that, leave a comment down below. I do read all of the comments, even if you're commenting, months or even years down the line. There are people who've been following this channel for a while that will attest to it. I do read all of the comments. So keep your questions, concerns, thoughts, opinions all coming, and I will respond to what needs responding to. I will try finding answers when answers are needed, etc., etc. I say we stay focused on the Angkor Wat over here. That plus 40 is not a bad deal. What I might want to do is eventually at some point swap on over to the stone rings and establish them somewhere fancy, I suppose, like up over here. Again, I like looking for like nice locations for these holy sites. Think of them as like pilgrimages and whatnot, like this would be a cool spot, like up over here, right next to this iconic natural wonder. Maybe up over here. Yeah, I like that. Lose 3 production if we were ever going to exploit it, but when's that gonna happen, right? We actually have to pay in population for that. That's unfortunate. All right, stay focused on the Angkor Wat, and then we'll do that afterwards. Sure. These guys are both working on the Angkor Wat. Make sure this ransack is happening. It is indeed. That's another turn done. Dubé continues to lose population. All right, so with rhetoric research, we have the theater, we have the library, and we have a holy day as an option as well. But I don't think we need that. What we do need, though, is I think the library is perhaps not a bad idea. Plus 10 science. Go ahead and pay for that. God knows we have the money for it. 10 turns to get this done once we build this. 9 turns. Oh, hey, that actually... Okay, I wasn't expecting it to make that much of a difference, but hey, here we are. The next thing we're researching is Imperial Power. That gives us the Commons Quarter, plus 5 stability per adjacent district. That is going to be extremely helpful. Initially, we were doing this for Customs Farm, but this is going to be extremely helpful when it arrives in 9 turns. To get our next Tech Star, or Scientist Star, we need 2 technologies. All right, I'm fine with that. Aesthete's going to come by sooner, I think. Builder is also not that far away either. As we acquire more wealth, we'll spend that money. Now, what's going on over here? These guys...
What can I do for you?
While you have this badge, nodes along your trade route Provide vision within a radius which increases with the level of the badge. Are they getting the merchant badge because they're importing as well as exporting? Because, I mean... Well, we were exporting to a few folks, at least. I believe we're still exporting to the Morians here. Suppose not. Well, that's unfortunate. They did ask for a trade deal. We could try and escalate that to a trade everything sort of a deal. Let's propose it. They might say no. Counter-offering. No, you're not going to get my money. Get out of here. Could have made you my vassals. You should be groveling at my feet. Well, these guys down over here. This cog is in trouble. Get you, let's get you on here. We've, it's overextended its reach a little bit. Got to keep it on shallow waters now, otherwise it'll fall apart like all the other ships. Okay, keep moving you over here, sure. You guys are still idle over here. Keep exploring. Again, still looking for another continent. Ooh, hello. Lake Hillier has been discovered. That's another 50 fame for us. Well, that's interesting. A site more likely found in the unreality of dream time than in waking hours. The lake is a place of spiritual rejuvenation. So the reference to dream time tells me this must be something in Australia. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the reference we're getting over there to dream time. Oh, very interesting. I didn't know this was a thing. Cool. Very cool. Army lost at sea. I believe we've already taken care of these guys. Yep. Guys down here as well. Acknowledge all this. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. That curiosity is actually new to me. This happened up over here. Oh, what do you know? Cool. And yeah, we'll establish an outpost perhaps over here. And Lorenzo continues to grow. Poor unfortunate souls. Just trying to figure out if I want to establish the outpost up over there instead. If it even makes a difference. I quite like the idea of putting it down over here, sure. Pop you down here for 190 influence. That's fine. That's fine. Keep moving you down over here. Keep exploring, seeing what these guys have done for themselves down here, I suppose. Pull you up this way as well. Get our exploration of this little island. Very cool. What have we got going on up at Kerma? The mouse. I could just pan my... Okay, come on. There we go. Again... Can't help but stress this is an early access build, folks. You can expect some glitchiness here and there. What do we want to do over here? We do not need a holy day. Better stay focused on the Angkor Wat. Looks like stability has stabilized, so to speak. Still strained, but at least it's staying at 40% rather than shifting further down. So I'll take that, honestly. I will take that. That's fine by me. We're doing all right over here. Looks like there's some iron to be had. This is definitely a continent, right? We should bring our... bring these guys over. They can set foot on it and get us that competitive deed. Get us some more fame. The Aztecs have reached the medieval era as the Aztecs. So those who were once the Huns and once the Hittites are now the Aztecs. Fair enough. I'm a little worried about those guys, I'm going to be honest. They are encroaching on our territory. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the next war we have to fight. In fact... Ooh, not going to declare that war ourselves. We're trying to be traders. The world just makes it so hard. Ooh, hello. Wish we could pick that up. Need an army for it, though. But actually, if I keep talking about these guys being a threat and do nothing about it, then that makes me the fool, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and pull these guys over. 10 turns until the ransacking is done. Sure. Let's go on and move down to Irma. Take us 10 turns. Wow. These guys over as well. Round about there. I'm sure... That feels very, very slow, doesn't it? Feels extremely slow. Feels extremely slow. Industry, we could get more influence. I think I'm fine without that right now. Yeah, no, we're fine. What's going on up over here? These guys are ready to move. Let's go ahead and do exactly that. They're pretty slow when at sea, so it'll take them forever to get over to here, but I do want to get them over there. I'm almost certain that is another continent. Pull you up to here. We've got shallow water. You'll stay alive. I got to pull them back to home turf to actually heal them up, and home turf is quite far away, actually. Loop back up over here. We should be able to get home from there. This is a dead end for the ship, of course. Pull you up this way. Go around the top over here, see what else is available. Okay. Morians feel differently about us. Suspicious. I feel like that's an improvement. They were like hate-filled, or what were they earlier? I forget now. But I feel like that's an improvement. I feel less threatened by them being suspicious of us. Keep exploring. I don't think we'll be able to come down over here without declaring war, so that's all good. Put you guys up over here. Again, try and bring them back home so we can heal them up and send them exploring again, basically. It looks like we have another decision to make. The battle for the mind. The great city of Kerma is bursting at the seams. Countless souls pressed within the city's tight borders. In the dense, squalid quarters, cases of madness are on the rise. Religious leaders contend that demonic forces are behind the afflictions, while the philosophers argue for natural causes. Both are strong voices in the Empire with competing solutions. What is your response? We could study for learning. That'll give us plus 15 science for 10 turns. We could pray for fanatical. We've seen that before. Or we could judge. Judge them as sinners. And seize their wealth. Listen, we're money-minded, but I don't think that's like barely anything compared to our nation's wealth, right? Let's go with study. Go with that learning. Yeah, sure. Things are looking pretty good so far. We're looking all right. No random declarations of war yet. Guys are still making their way back, yes. 8 turns until you're done up there, okay. Ooh, what is this? The Morians want a non-aggression pact. Sure. I could counter their offer, ask for money instead, but again, 270 gold, what is that? Sure, we'll accept.
This will be a blessing for all parties. I accept.
Maybe we can work together.
Marvelous, like the first rays of daylight.
Yeah, listen, don't try to flatter me, man. We were literally at war not a few centuries ago. We'll try and pull these guys over. We've pretty much... Well, let's see if there's more to explore down over here. Poke out for 1 turn and then pull back into safety, right? At least it's something. Will you... Oh, they're so very slow. They're so very slow. Okay. You moving up this way. More iron up over here. More horses up over here. A Watery Grave, Part 2. A dark day for the Empire. The dive was a disaster from beginning to end. Stormy seas and lashing winds leading to difficult conditions both above and below the surface. 15 of the city's soldiers drowned, while others returned with grievous wounds. Many say the city's military is cursed. Ruination! The disastrous expedition has scared many away from military life in Kerma. Gives us pacifist, increasing the cost of building any of these units, including air units, which is not even a concept we have yet, but fair enough. That's unfortunate. That's from the event from last session, where there was that dive. Should have just paid the professionals. Always pay professionals. Move you guys up to over here. Try and get them sort of creeping up back home, yeah. That should work out. Burma continues to grow. Osmosis event. Where? Up at San Lorenzo. Exchanges between the people of this city and its neighbors led to a minor technological breakthrough. Enjoy this 105.6 science point boost. Cool. You know what? I should actually take a look at building relations with some of these other guys as well. Let's see if we can't get a non-aggression pact going with these guys. They're probably going to say no.
The world is full of new opportunities.
You want money?
Is it not? Hear my proposal.
You know what? Okay, fine. I wonder if that'll give us the osmosis benefits as well.
Happy tidings.
We'll find out. Besides, I think I need to concern myself with the Huns. If I'm going to have a war with anybody, I think it'll be the Huns, right? All good so far. Lost at sea for these guys. Yeah, I gotta pull them back up. Back to safety. Religious conversion. Turning to Nubian shamanism. Sounds good to me. Osmosis, that's the event we already looked at. Yep. Cool, thank you. Resources sold. The Morians are purchasing our silver. Cool. Oh, and there you see it. Nice. You guys are... Oh, hang on. Are we about to circumnavigate? Ooh, we are. That's another competitive deed. If we can make it across without dying. Yeah, okay, good. There's shallow water here. Good, good, good. I'm very curious what this unknown strategic resource is. Guys are... I don't know how they're gonna... if they're gonna make it, actually. Risk. These guys over here. We can move up there. And then from here, it's a bit of a challenge, I think, potentially. Oh, no, we can pull back to here. They should be able to heal up in the territory as well. Cool. Nope, you're gonna wait. Too much of a distance. Thank you for that update about Dube. We're okay over here. Down these guys. Pull you down to here. Dangerous waters. They put for the rest of this turn. Down over here, pull you guys back up. These guys over to here. And pull these guys as far down as they can go. Tiles. Don't know how much of this is shallow. These guys have been with us since the beginning, basically, so, you know, if they die now, it's not the end of the world. Imperial power has been researched. Wonderful. So again, we can use those commons quarters. I think I might actually want to establish one. And the customs farm as well. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't know if this is shallow water or not. No, it says ocean down there. Almost certainly it's not. Alright, let's pull you guys back up. Maybe we can take to sea from down over here or something. Orions continue to buy silver from us. Excellent. Let's go ahead back to Kerma. And why don't we establish the commons quarters. +5 stability per adjacent district. Okay. Got a couple of spots up there. This is the thing about being one city, is that your development across the board is a lot slower, obviously, right? +3. Okay. +15 stability. +25 over here. Will we be destroying this this market quarter? Oh, that is a lot of stability, though. Let's go ahead and pop you down. I'm going to say over here. Well, I did want to put down a market quarter up there. Alright, if I were to put down a market quarter up over here, we're making plenty of money. Go ahead and pay for you. And let's go ahead and get down this commons quarter. +5. What about up over here? Good spots up here, I think. Yeah. +10 over here. Sure. Establish you. Pay for that. Slowly growing. Very slowly growing. Maybe establish another one. Another +10. Up over here, +15. Don't mind if I do. Another 2,000. That's like all of our money spent. But hey, at least that stability is looking a lot better now. Okay. That feels good. That feels good. Get these guys back up to here. And see if this will actually heal us up. Yeah, it will. You can see it growing over there. Good. Stay put until you're healed. You, how far can you go? Are there coastal waters out here? Doesn't look like it. There might be up over here, but that is a risk we'll be taking. Tempting, tempting, tempting. We do have a civic point available as well, actually. We could talk about leadership. City cap. Oh, that's not important to us. Army wages. Extra strength from ransacking. Land rights. Modify create outpost costs or allow the claiming and attaching to be done with money instead. Slaves is a conversation we could have. +1 bonus population per ransack if we have war slaves, or criminal slaves gives us +1 industry on commons quarters. We just established some commons quarters. Those who break our laws will become vassals for the Empire, or the sons and daughters of the Empire's enemies will become our slaves. Let's go with criminal slaves. I feel as though our intention is not to go to too many wars, right? So criminal slaves makes more sense, and it moves us towards a world view. In fact, it looks like both of these decisions move us toward a... No, this moves us towards a homeland view, it looks like. Go for it. Great. That should help accelerate some of our constructions and whatnot. Productions, I should say. Meanwhile, our next technology, we should perhaps take a look at the situation over here. The next tech gives us our first scientist star for this era. We could look at something that we'd rush. For example, fortifications, it'll take just 2 turns. Might not be a bad idea either, if we genuinely believe that war is coming with the Aztecs, I suppose, now. There's the ballista. Let's go with the foreign outpost next. Sure. Quadrireme could be valuable, I suppose. Theology is available to us as well. Festivals. Theological administrators. We're also able to move up to seafaring masters after foreign outposts. Again, we're well in the medieval era. Chivalry gives us access to our unique unit over here, the Meharists. Get there, we gotta get to feudalism. Well, let's stick with what we have right now. And the turn there. Turn 104. Up over here. Oh, don't want to take this risk. We're gonna pull back. We're gonna pull around the top and just see if there's coastal waters up there. Down over here. Let's pull you up to here, and then we should be able to either stop off over there or keep moving up that way. Yeah, we'll be fine. Return there. Angkor Wat is almost done. Fortifications have been researched. Excellent. There's our scientist star. Beautiful. We're very close to our next builder star as well. Our next athlete star and our next merchant star. Wonderful. Looking very good. Guys up over here. Let's move you up to there. Again, it's deep waters over here, so we got to get to the shallow water quickly. Hang tight for now. Where are these guys? There they are. Okay, I forgot that I'd given them a set of orders already. Let's go ahead and get this exploitation going. Spend the money for it, sure. There's our builder star as well. Wonderful. There's the horse ranch. We also have... what else? Oh, right. I forgot about these pearls down here. I didn't even notice we had 2 sets of pearls from the same territory. Right, go for it. Look at that. Look at that fortune we're making. Go ahead and get these horses too. Why not? There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Things are looking pretty good. There's our athlete star as well from all the influence we're gaining. Mooch on over to here. Get to that shallow water. The Harappans want a non-aggression pact. I can get behind that, sure. What is this with trade over here? Looks like we are exporting quite a bit, actually. It looks like they're picking up pearls from us through a sea trade route. This is so cool. Look at that. Look at that trade route. I love this. I love this view, actually. You can see how goods are moving. As long as the map cooperates. Come on now. Let me... there we go. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're almost done the Angkor Wat, and then we'll move on to that next. What's stability looking like over here? Good. Excellent. Keep moving you up this way. Our turn there. Not that far away from the next era. A new wonder can be claimed as well. That's with the Angkor Wat completed. Another 100 fame for us. Beautiful. And we are selling pearls to the Harappans. We continue to sell pearls to the Harappans. A foreign war declared. The Aztecs have been branded even more traitorous. It's the same. The Huns, the Hittites, they've just been terrible people all the way through. What do the Greeks want from us? A non-aggression pact? They are afraid of us. Very well.
Pleased to accept your proposal, friend.
How about we trade as well? Beautiful.
The world is full of new opportunities, is it not?
Don't think we're selling them anything just quite yet, but when the time comes.
Yes, very good.
We could buy gold from them. We get plus 2% money per gold. Import is just as much, mercantile as export is. We're at plus 1111 at the moment. So if we go ahead and buy your gold by sea, it'll be cheaper as opposed to by land. So buy your gold. 1143. Not the biggest bump, but hey, why not, right? Why not? The Morians want to trade everything. Very well, we can accept that. What are they picking up from us right now? Looks like it's just silver that they're grabbing from us. Their own silver they're buying back, basically. San Lorenzo, one more turn until it's burned down. Alright, so keep an eye on that, right? These guys have arrived now over here. Very well. Down to here. Here. Get you moving. I don't want to declare war. Why don't we go ahead and see if they'll give us open borders. Propose that. They want money for it. Get out of here. I can go around their territories just fine. Or through their territories if they want to be like that. Up over here, let's go ahead and take to the waters and see if we can't make it there, right? I would love to get to that continent. These guys down here, let's go ahead and... wonder if we can circumnavigate. Pushing up this way as well for that very same goal, for that very same purpose. One turn left over here. So San Lorenzo is idle right now. We could... That one turn that's left, it can execute something. I just don't see anything that's worth executing. Very well. Let's go ahead and... Sure, let's get these scout riders, use up some of this population, right? And as we hit end turn, you will see a couple things. So keep in mind, the silver over here, the silver up over here, and this copper is already being exploited right now. When we end the turn, San Lorenzo gets burned down, and obviously these things are no longer being exploited. However, when we establish our outpost at the exact same spot, because why not, it's a good spot, we will immediately reacquire those mines. So we will immediately reacquire those resources. I think it's quite a nice system. I think it makes sense. Cool. Your job here is done. You can stop ransacking now. This is my territory now. I don't think they are ransacking anymore. I think this is the notification from last time. These guys are just fine over here. Keep you moving over this general direction. We'll have to go around this whole thing. Or we could take the waters down to Szeged down over here, I suppose. If need be. Get you... Hang on a second. Okay, you're my Pentaconter. Okay, fair enough, I was worried that was my cog, and I was like, you should be able to get a lot further than that. Highway robbery. Oh dear. The Empire's trade routes resound with the noise of hooves on the dirt, creaking wheels and fluttering canvas. Caravans loaded with silks, spices, and all manner of goods come and go from far climes, but near the city of Kerma, these convoys are attracting the wrong kind of attention. Merchants ferrying gold along a lucrative trade route are being targeted by a notorious gang, and the traders seek your aid. What is your decree? So either we guard, we will pay for hired guards to accompany the merchants, maybe we'll get lucky, a low chance of good consequences, or we will hunt. We will pay for hired guards to accompany the merchants, maybe we'll get lucky. Same thing, but with a lockdown, we get extra stability, though the industry slows down a little bit, but there's a higher chance of good consequences. Why don't we go with that? Let's go ahead and hunt these criminals down. Dare steal from us. See what that does for us. Looking pretty good. You guys hang tight for this turn. Next turn they can continue. Oof. How this game tempts me and baits me. I gotta pick that up. Go for it. Oh, there's our merchant star that we've acquired as well. So let me actually take a quick look over here. What are we looking at? Yeah, we're not that far away from that third and final merchant star for this era. Not that far away from our aesthete star either. Or for that matter, the scientist star. We've done pretty well, but I think, you guys let me know what you think, but I think we've done a pretty good job of staying loyal to our sort of merchant approach. Obviously, it's not like you can do just the one thing. You know, obviously other things are going to happen naturally through war and whatnot, but I think we've pursued the mercantile approach. We've pursued the merchant's life, and it's gone quite well for us. Gone quite well for us, actually. You guys are, yeah, sure, keep moving. Right. Are we gonna make it? I don't think so. I think the shallow water... No, this is coastal water here. Okay, we should make it then. The wisdom of others. Your merchants trek the world, reaching great markets in far climes and selling your highly prized natural riches for much coin. Conversely, your empire sees many traders from distant lands visit our plazas with their goods, their wit, and their provocative ideas. When their knowledge contradicts the wisdom of your elders, it raises the question of who you should trust. So knowledge authorities allows us to either trust the elders' wisdom or foreign innovations. This will either give us science per researcher, locally, or science per number of trade routes on cities and outposts. So, again, we don't have a civic point for it, but some pretty cool options come up from this. Some pretty cool options, if I say so myself. I wonder if I don't want to rush our research quarter up over here. That plus 18, plus 12, the plus 18 first, I suppose. Go ahead and pay for that. We've got the money. And go ahead and establish you over here. And pay for that, because we've got the money. Beautiful. Accelerate our research ever so slightly. Sure, why not? All good. One idle army up over here. Keep you, I guess, moving as well. Let's go. Not much to do over here. We've got all the exploitations done. We could, again, attach it if we want to build some of the other structures, but again, we're keeping an eye on stability, right? What's the deal here? Army lost at sea, a few of them, actually. Let's go ahead and get you into these coastal waters. You should be safe. The Haruppans have forgiven our grievance for stopping trade. Again, they're probably happy that the trade has begun again, I imagine. Looks like pearls are being purchased rather by the Haruppans. And Marsik will enter the sphere of influence of the Haruppans in 5 turns. Marsik. Up over here. Oh. Wow, the Harappan culture has really kind of taken over, hasn't it? Fair enough, fair enough. The loss of the city has allowed their culture to spread in our general direction. Okay. Keep an eye out for that. I want to attach it sooner rather than later. In fact, what's the stability looking like at Kerma? Okay, we're headed towards 100, so that's not too bad, actually. I didn't think we'd make it back to 100%, I'll be honest with you. But I'm certainly glad we have. Pull you back over here. Good, there's a spot over here. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Good stuff, good stuff. Come on, bring me the next turn. Move you over. Silver being purchased by the Haruppans. That's that old trade that they were potentially going to be upset about. Things have resumed. The Mycenaeans are aggressive. Really? You want to try me, buddy? You want to try me?
So, tell me.
The Haruppans want to trade everything. Fine by me.
To accept your proposal, friend. This is cause for celebration.
You're calling me a thief? Oh, I guess it's because I ransacked that one city. That's not fair. My city, I can do with it as I please. Up over here. Go ahead and keep pushing these guys over. I'm trying to get them to here, right? Because I'm fairly convinced this is a continent. Fairly convinced. Keep moving these guys over. What are we looking at over here? 1 turn until this is done. Excellent. There you go. Foreign outpost has been researched, making it cheaper for us to buy resources. Provincial administrator for another city if we want. And quadriremes are now available as well. Good stuff. Ubra has grown even further. A new grievance against whom? The Aztecs. They've annexed the independent city of Almaz. Like I said, these guys are getting pretty aggressive. If there had to be a war next, it would be against them. The Maya make the following demand. Pay 600. For what reason?
A snake.
You just want money? The Mycenaeans have ended their treaty. Our non-aggression pact has been reduced to tolerate skirmishes. Oh ho 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 ho, you... Man.
Off we go. Forward, march.
Thought you guys were Mycenaeans, not Gauls. Because honestly...
Let's go.
Can't believe they have the gall to apply this kind of pressure on us. Irma? Seems we need to return. Establish our military strength a little bit. 1 turn. Wait for it. Get some chariots done as well, why not? And some Tasseti archers. Harkening back to the forefathers, I suppose. And looks like stability is looking very good, actually. Wonderful. Pick our next technology over here. Theology, seafaring, mastery. +5 money per naval trade route, +1 money on coastal waters. Yep, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. 17 turns. Fair enough.
Something to make our
The Greeks want to trade everything. Fine by me. These guys are, you know, kind of like not much to do with our ships, really. Guys, meanwhile, can continue on this way. Wonder if I can make landfall over here instead. Looks like it should be easy to get to. We'll see. We shall see. And over here, pull you down to here, perhaps. Then down to here. Come on, come on. There's got to be shallow water here somewhere. These guys aren't going to make it. Could try and come up over there, but I don't think they're going to make it. Down over here, meanwhile. Alright, right. What to produce next? More research quarters. Maybe not a bad idea. Well, let's take a look at... Builder. Where is it? Need 8 more. 8 more. Alright. We get some maker's quarters, the ones we've been talking about for quite some time. Oh, actually, we've already established these ones. Fair enough. What about the market quarters then up over here? Go ahead and... Oh, we actually can't afford it. Wild. Quarters are quite expensive. Maybe in a couple turns we'll be able to. Dubé continues to lose population. Burma continues to grow. A new civic is available to us. I quite liked the sound of... where did it go? Knowledge authorities. +1 science per researcher on city or outpost. +1 science per number of trade. I feel like, again, that's... not only does it push us towards progress or keep us at progress, but it's also more fitting as traders, right? Let's embrace what we learn elsewhere. Hopefully to speed us up a little bit. The trade routes over here. Horses being purchased by the Harappans. Marble and ebony as well. Good stuff. You guys are about to get lost at sea. Let's pull you up over here. We'll poke and prod up over here next. Looks like you're actually able to upgrade, but I got to bring you back to safe harbor first. These guys down here should be able to upgrade. For the quadrireme. And then they should be able to stay out in deep water for longer. Just gonna do a quick test over there. You guys are fine. And just to make sure, yeah, cannot be done as the current position is not valid. Unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just gonna camp out next to your city. What are you gonna do about it? You stay put for now. You camp out here as well. You're gonna keep coming down over here. Again, we have, you know what I just realized? We just recruited those units up over here, didn't we? Wait, no. Got so many recruitment spots. Where did I recruit that entire army? These guys are up over here. Must have been these guys. Doesn't seem right, though. Oh, these guys. Okay, gotcha. I guess up over there. Fair enough. Highway robbery continues over here, alright? Favorable tidings. The leader of the notorious gang who has been targeting gold merchants near the city of Kerma has been captured. The next choice, however, is not straightforward. It turns out this highwayman is something of a local hero, giving away near all his spoils to the most desperate of Kerma. They call for you to be merciful. What will you do with the leader? I can execute him regardless of intentions. Dreadful crimes were committed. The merchants deserve justice. Are we the sheriff? Exile him. To respect the wishes of the city folk, we will spare the highwayman's life. Still, they must leave, or exonerate. Given their selfless, charitable impulses, anything but absolution would be a travesty. No. We will exile him. He cannot go unpunished, but we will not have him killed. A merchant that allows people to steal from him is a bit of a fool. We will exile him. Hopefully make an example. We'll take better care of the people ourselves. Thank you very much. Alright, more resources being sold to the Harappans. Now they feel differently about us. Hesitant. How do you have nothing but love for me? Come on now. Come on now. We're very close to that next era star with the merchant approach. Go ahead and rush this. Looking good. We could probably build another one, actually. We can also establish some more harbors. If I recall correctly, we'll be gaining gold from this as well. Not as much as the straight-up market quarters. But we have built appropriately, right? 31 gold. Kidding me? What about down over here? Using our unique cultural quarters here, plus 38. Go ahead and rush that. Beautiful. We could establish more market quarters up over here, furthering the gains from these guys. Pop you down over there. Yeah. Can't rush it just quite yet, but soon enough. Yeah, the quadrireme doesn't seem at all bothered by the deep waters. We can get out of here, though. I guess we can't. Let's see if we can't do it from down below. Up over here, these guys. Make it across. Please be the continent. Please be the continent. It would make me so happy. This is our cog. Yeah, I guess we're kind of locked in here, eh? Well, that's unfortunate. Or a little bit, I suppose. Creep up over here. Look for some shallow water. No such luck. Suppose we could take them along and let them be done, as it were. Not much else left for them to do, really. Fair enough. Lost at sea up over here. Try it. No, no such luck. I was really hoping it would work out. Very close. We're very close. Coming all the way around. We would need the quadrireme. Now, how about we go ahead and over here establish our harbor. Sure, right up over here. Or maybe even out over here. Nice spot for it. Go on and pay for it. Oh, hey, what do you know? There's silver up here. And let's go ahead and actually attach that territory, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, we're going to attach, I suppose, you and you. Look at that drop, right down to 50%. Ouch. But we're going to do this because we want to get ourselves a quadrireme out over here. Rush you out. Cool. The market quarters might actually be a bad idea. Maybe instead we should try and get the common quarters done instead. Plus 20 out over here sounds like a good idea to me. We'll get that done first. Get that done first. Alright, you guys. Their quadrireme. Again, they will still take damage when they're out to sea for too long, so just want to be careful about that. Don't want to be foolish, of course. Send them along the coast, down south. These armies are returning down over here in case these guys try something, or in case the Aztecs try something. And over here, what are we looking at? Right. Oh, seriously? You can't? Come on now. We're so close. Or at least I think we are. Lost at sea, units destroyed. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What are you going to do? They tried their best. Heroes in their own way. Okay, we should be able to make landfall here. Good stuff. Up over here. And this path is outside the game area. Okay, listen. You guys. Open borders.
Things change.
Oh, beautiful.
Even leaders and empires.
Excellent. Okay, I was expecting them to say no and cause me trouble, but hey, that's actually not bad. We can now just traverse through their territory and hopefully circumnavigate. Hopefully. Moving up over here. Stuff, good stuff. You will move over this way, actually. Made a bit of a mistake earlier. The Mayans have reached the classical era as the Mayans. Fair enough. They're so far behind us. Haruppans continue to buy stuff from us. Saffron now. New grievances available.
I'm listening.
Oh, they've claimed this little territory for themselves. Okay, we're fine. We can get along, Really beautiful map, though, over here. I quite like the way the space looks. Alright. Down over here. Pulling you down. These guys keep pulling you down as well. Honestly, we're just gonna, I think, station these ships. There's not much they can do inside this massive sea, I suppose. An osmosis event over here gives us what? Exchanges between the people of this city and its neighbor Haruppans has led your population to demand changes concerning army composition. Oh, well, this is new. Okay. I've never seen anything like this. So they want us to use conscripts instead. If I replace, I will not spend any civic points, but my proximity with the Haruppans will grow. If I refuse, it'll cost some stability, and we will get defiant. Oh, well, no. I am king here. I refuse. Crap, it's gonna go right down to 0. Are you kidding me? Well, that's a problem. Let's go ahead and establish this commons quarter. Keep us up at 5. Alright. Maybe took a few too many risks there. Got some more stone rings down. Because again, stone rings will give us plus 20 stability. Establish you... where? Up over here is a nice spot, I think. Been eyeing this one for a while. We must work the people hard, then we will. Or I could do this. Cannot be done as the action is locked. You need to enact communal rights from the religious rights civics. Damn it. Damn it. Really use this right now. It'll be 5 turns before we can unlock that civic, though. Alright, well, let's go ahead and rush these stone rings. There we go. Down to 25%. That's manageable. That's manageable. What else can we do over here? Another commons quarters. Down over here for plus 20. Works for me. And pay for that. There we go. Much better. Money makes the world go around. Honestly, having a lot of money is the solution to all problems. Look at that. We're about to hit our stars, it looks like. Cool. Keep moving you down over here. Pulling you over this way. Wonder if we'll make it across. Well, this does not count as a separate continent? No, because this is just a small island. Of course it is. This, then, perhaps is the continent? We'll find out. We'll find out. Station you here. Station you guys here. End our turn. These guys have entered the classical era as the Achaemenid Persians. Fair enough. Well behind us. And our merchant star was the first to be earned over here. Excellent. The athlete star as well. I feel like those go hand in hand as far as the mercantile people are concerned. Good stuff. The Mycenaeans feel differently about us. Suspicious. Fair enough. Maybe they don't like so many of our armies coming next to them. Down over here, let's go ahead and take to the seas. See what we can do. The human animal. As your civilization grows, you must recognize that your cities are not simply engines of production. They are places where your people live and find community. With the commons now a bedrock of your empire's cities, you must decide what is your most important obligation to your citizens. What are our fundamental values? Public security or public happiness? Alright, interesting. Now this must have been triggered because of all the commons we've made. That's the implication, at least. You've earned 7 stars and may now choose a new culture for the next era. Remind me later. Remind me later. There's still some work I would like to try and accomplish over here. This is looking like a pretty good... I was worried about the repetitiveness. The research quarters do look a little repetitive. These are looking okay, actually. This isn't too bad. That was my biggest concern with massive cities. That was my biggest concern. The funny thing is how Kerma has grown is like multiple little satellites as opposed to just from in to out. It's been a ride. It's been an interesting ride. We could try and grow this more normally, but honestly, we're seeing some troubles. Down the plus 10s, plus 10s, plus 15 up over here. Not going to do that. Up over here we have plus 20, 10, plus 25. We've got to demolish something for that. Not going to do that. Up over here, plus 20. Easy decision. Can't afford it. We'll be able to afford it next turn. You're good. Pull you over. Keep you going. So close. We're so close. The Harappans have reached the ancient era as the Harappans. That's weird. I imagine they're just like staying as the Harappans, I suppose. Is what it means to say. Pull down to here. A wreck. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. The Mycenaeans want a non-aggression pact. Hopefully they'll hold on to it this time around. These guys down over here, come on now. Not sure if we'll be able to set foot over here, but we'll find out. This way? Can we? Maybe? Violence has temporarily halted your purchase of gold from the Greeks. Fair enough. There must be war somewhere. Guys down over here, keep moving you down. Nope. Up over here, keep moving you across. These guys are good to stay stationed down over here. Another turn done. Keep you moving. We're selling horses to the Greeks. It looks like, I don't know if that's the old trade that got broken. So desperate to just make my way across. Kind of badly hurt over here, actually. I don't know how much damage or how many turns we can take. We are about to find out. Pull you over to here. Let's go. This is also not a continent. Man. I could have picked this up, by the way. I was really hoping this was a continent, but it seems like one. It's quite large. End game is approaching. The game will end in 25 turns. Again, that's just for our early access Victor open dev scenario. A blooming state gives us access to another civic. I feel like those communal rights might not be a bad idea again to use procession to increase stability. Let's get that going, shall we? When the time inevitably comes. These guys are actually going to drop dead right now. Man. Seriously. Were we one tile away from circumnavigating? I don't know how it counts circumnavigation. Don't know exactly where it draws the numbers or the lines, I guess. Look, if we really want to, we can be a bit more careful this time around. But I doubt we'll make it. Get you built. Keep you guys exploring over here. I'm sure there's much to find. We can actually establish ourselves all the way out over here as well if we want to. 350 influence. Yeah, maybe we will actually. Keep you going down over here, sure. Sure, pick that up. Lost these guys. Unfortunate. Go ahead and establish this outpost up over here. Take 2 turns. I wonder if we can actually attach this and build a harbor here instead to complete the circumnavigation.
Something to make our affairs more civil?
The Greeks wish to have an alliance.
Think, friend.
Very well.
This will be a blessing for all parties. I accept.
Mycenaeans have discovered Malawi Lake. Fair enough. We have a crisis? No, they've been wiped out, I imagine. What's the deal here? The Aztecs are at war with your ally, the Greeks. We demand that they surrender. Gotcha. We have 10 turns before we have to push that. Oh dear, these guys are... Is that why the alliance came? Oh, I see. They have Athens up over here still. They're in a lot of trouble, though. Alright, listen. Need our help, you need our help. Let's see if we can't communicate. Open borders with these guys, trade everything, sure, but how about we also get open borders? Excellent. This will allow us to move a bit more quickly into enemy territory, as it were. From down there and up over here as well. We could declare this war. Dare fight with our... Not enough war support. We'll have to wait some time, I think, before we'd be able to pull the trigger. We could make this demand as well. They will undoubtedly refuse. If we have no allies, then, you know, we lose trade partners, right? Move along. Seafaring mastery has been researched. We can now actually build the cog. If we so choose. Are we done the outpost over here? I don't think so. One more turn? One more turn. Okay. You guys down over here? Sure, let's keep exploring. Keep you moving over here as well. And let's go ahead and see what we can pick as our next research. Craftsmanship, mounted warfare, theology, perhaps guilds. Guilds make sense, right? Commodity markets. Ooh, saboteur. Cannot be seen except by adjacent units. Well, that's interesting. I like that. And trade insurance. Yes, guilds I think makes most sense. Very well. End our turn there. Got our builder star as well. Not that we need it. I do wonder if we cannot be done without an adjacent city. We won't be able to get there. That's too far away, I think. Too far away. Pushing through over here. Pulling you down this way. Burma is idle. Stability is dropping. Go ahead and establish another one of these quarters over here. Go on and pay for it. Look at that money, too. Look at that money. One of these down over here. We're not going to sacrifice the population. We've got time. We've got time. These guys moving. My mistake here, I think, was not staying put over here before venturing forth. We might have been okay. Ooh. The Teutons have arrived. They have decided to purchase some iron from us. The war between the Aztecs and the Greeks has ended. Beautiful. Who won, though? Who won? That's the question. Looks like the Greeks still hold on to Babylon as well as Athens, so maybe it was okay. We didn't have to dive into war anyway. Or after all, rather, I should say. Good. Maybe our threat made the difference there. Who knows? But either way, we're ready for what might come. Station yourselves over here. These guys exploring. How is this not a continent? Good stuff. Lost at sea for who? These guys. Oh, we should be fine. Yeah. Oh. Nope. Bit of a risk. Let's try it. Arcus gives us some gold, and we can pull down to... Sure, let's pull over to here. Stay safe. Stay alive. These guys keep moving. Let's go. Ubra has population loss now, actually. Interesting. It seems like we're okay, but... Oh, look at this crowd over here. Interesting. Next tenet is available to us as well. Beware false prophets. In times of peace, the voices of the deceivers will be loudest. Be skeptical of their words. Slows down conversion. Proselytize daily. Proclaim the truths of your religion wherever you find snakes preaching false faiths. Negative 50% turns before being converted by other religions on territories under a religion's influence if territories follow foreign religions. Okay. Donate generously, +3 maximum number of holy sites, or meditate often. +2 combat strength on unit, +1 maximum number of holy sites. Let's go with donate generously. It fits our, entire history, I suppose. As much as I want to meditate often, donate generously I think works best for what we've already got. Cool. Our tier 4 faith then. Hopefully the full game has more than just that.
Something clever today.
Ooh.
Sign this treaty.
Give me a moment to think, friend.
Now why is this available? Is it because we're in the medieval era and they're in the classical era, or is it because of a technology that we've unlocked? Or is it because of our... I'm not sure actually. But hey, you know what? A cultural agreement? Sure, why not?
Glorious, glorious. Let it be so.
Shared logistics allows us to upgrade within each other's territories. This must be because we have the alliance, right? A scientific agreement? Or free trade? Free access to this empire's resources. The seller still gains the same amount of money. Yeah, sure. That seems like a nice thing to do. We'll still make money. They have more to gain from that, but it's a nice gesture. Our tenets completed. When you're down over here as you heal up, or you're not going to heal up actually. Not anymore, you're not in friendly waters. Foreign war being declared. The unknown now feel differently about us. Access to marble was purchased by the Harappans, fair enough. Nubian shamanism continues to spread. Kerma. What to do with Kerma? Not much to actively pursue right now. I suppose we could go ahead and make artificial reservoirs. Get those levy administrations going, sure, that's fitting for our cause, right? Get the customs farm as well. In fact, let's go ahead and rush that, maybe. And this. Oh, we have some money. We have too much money. Great fish market. Yeah. That looks good to me. These guys moving. Closest I can get, the closer I can get rather to crossing this gap over here, better it'll be. Maybe from down over here actually. Teutons are buying iron. Okay, who became the Teutons?
So, what do you desire?
These guys. The Mycenaeans. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess we kind of have to bring you back home, don't we, if we're going to heal you. Probably going to just station them at one point. We're very close to the end of this scenario, but I just want to explore as much as we can, basically. Pulling you guys up here, let's go. The Aztecs have entered the medieval era as the Aztecs. Okay, fair enough. Burma continues to grow. Of course it does. Venturing out from here makes most sense. Wait one turn there. These guys pushing over this way. See the other side of the world. We can see it. The English have reached the medieval era as the English. Again, we're all finally kind of entering the medieval era. They were so far behind me, but now they're... you do get advantages if you fall behind. You do get advantages. Go ahead and upgrade these guys. Cannot do so because we're not in a valid location. However, if this is... Oh, the Greeks became the English, eh? Who does this territory belong to? We don't know who it is. Fair enough. I was wondering if we could interact with them and convince them to let us upgrade over here. I don't know if this will work. Don't know if this will work. Disappearing acts. A citizen of the impoverished city of Kerma has come to you with a disturbing tale. Over the last few years, several young people, including his own daughter, have disappeared without a trace. Scouring the lands, he eventually came across her and others on the stage in Kerma. The youths claim to be happy, with the theater offering an escape from poverty. But the father petitions you to put a stop to this practice, which is shattering families. What do you say? I can halt for celebration, but also defiance? We can legalize. They're old enough to make their own choices and livelihoods, even if it displeases their elders. Okay, defiant and celebrating. Okay, what? Just both of them, give us both. Or compensate. The practice will be prohibited, but the youths in Kerma can stay. The families will be redressed, and in time, Kerma will be proud. I'm torn between legalize and compensate. Go with legalize. Don't know if we can afford the defiance, actually. Let's go with compensate. That defiance might be more expensive than any amount of gold. Any amount of gold. Silver being purchased by the Mongols. Ooh, we're being... Oh. A violent people live on this continent, it seems. Fair enough. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw a battle break out somewhere over here. No. Yes, actually. Oh, damn, when did this happen? The Teutons have lost Knossos over here. To the, well, they were the Huns, the Aztecs now, right? Curious. That's curious. How are we gonna make it? How does this calculate circumnavigation? The waters. See what we can see. Pulling you through. Taking a little bit of damage now. Don't know if we'll make it. The English want a scientific agreement. Fair enough. Push these guys maybe down this way. Not really much to explore over here anymore. Good stuff. Army lost at sea. Ah, they're not gonna... I guess you really need to get to a later technology to do the circumnavigation. I guess some of those... Or, you know, if I was established over here and I could... Well, no, because I'd have to spend the same amount of turns. There might be a more lucrative spot over here to cross from. All good. The Achaemenid Persians of the medieval era, they want a non-aggression pact. Fair enough. That's who these guys are, the Achaemenid Persians. Fair enough. We finally met them. Now. At the end game. Paramount, let's go ahead and... Sure, let's get more of these going. Another reminder of the new era. Just to queue all this stuff up. Yeah, I lost these guys. No point trying that again. Grievances available against the Harappans. I discovered the Great Barrier Reef first, so I have sort of dibs on it, I suppose. Oh, that's not good. They're also going to cause me to lose my quadrireme over here. It's not cool, guys. It's not cool. I'm trading with you for so long. We're ransacked up over here, fair enough. Who knew there'd be a violent people? And the war between the Aztecs and the Teutons has ended as well. Looks like status quo has returned. Very curious what they're accomplishing through those wars. The Haruppans feel differently about us. They are afraid of us. Well, in that case, how about you
They interest everyone.
give me... Did they? They did! They yielded! Wow, they truly are afraid of us. They've accepted our one demand. Beautiful. Beautiful, and we have access to coffee over here. In 3 turns, this will be established. We can actually stay put over here and actually even upgrade over here. Go ahead and do that. Wonderful. Let's keep exploring. I didn't think it would be that easy, but alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. Idle down over here, keep moving. That turn done. Blooming State, 1 more civic available. 2 more civics available, actually. Go ahead and give ourselves... This doesn't matter to us. City cap doesn't matter. Army wages. No. Religious minorities. Go ahead and get that stability. And as far as land rights are concerned, fundamental values. Public security. The dangers of the world are myriad. Or public happiness. A joyful life begets a prosperous one. I like the sound of that. Go with that for now. These guys are still sure able to explore down over here. And Kerma. We have run out of things to do. Makes sense as we approach the end of the early access playthrough, right? Haruppans continue to buy stuff from us. I love that. I love that we were able to just force them off this island over here. I was like, no, I saw this first. This belongs to me. You get the hell out of here. And they just cowered before us. Here's the Great Blue Hole, unfortunately first discovered by the Haruppans. Fairly late in the game, actually. All things considered, fairly late in the game. These guys moving, sure. That foot on this island, continent, who knows. Go and scoop this up. Go and scoop this up as well. We'll probably have to come back to heal up, it looks like. Dragons of the battlefield. Tales of other empires' armies boasting fire-breathing engines is spreading like wildfire through your own ranks, driving interest in weapons powered by gunpowder. Now, one such scorched and blackened armament has been scavenged from a recent battlefield. What should you do with it? We could display it to get swift on our units, +1 movement speed. Studious gives us experience gain, or deconstruct spawns army gunners in Kerma. Our alchemists can resurrect the weapon and create our own fire-breathing unit. Yeah, sure, let's do that. These guys look pretty cool. It's the arquebus. Alright, fair enough. I like that. I like that kind of interpretation, right? It's very fitting. Very fitting. So someone is technologically maybe a little ahead of us, though I don't think by that much. Gunpowder warfare. Well, hang on a second. Oh, I see what's going on. See, I believe I'm limited. Am I not? The reason why I haven't wanted to flip to the next era is because I'm pretty sure that brings the end of the playthrough. It'd be quite unfortunate if we spent the last 10 turns not having moved forward when we could have. Because not that we could have taken advantage of the next era's technology, we still have a long way to go, but maybe we will do that next turn, and if it brings an end, it brings an end. And that'll be fine. That will be fine. Rest you over here. End our turn there. This technology is done. Good stuff, guilds have been researched. Let's go ahead and enter the next era. Who among these guys? Hang on a second. The Haruppans are in the early modern era, yeah. Everyone else, the Aztecs are in the early modern era as well. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Maybe we could have stepped forward. Let's try it for ourselves. So, this would be the last step. Either this or 7 more turns. I apologize if I misunderstood the limitations of this open dev, but hey, you live and you learn, right? The options going into this era are the Dutch as merchants. Stock Wisdom gives us more money per traders on all cities. The VOC Warehouse gives us money per population, +3, +30 money per adjacent harbor, and a +1 trader slot on the city or outpost. And we get the loot, I think is how that is said, as a naval vehicle. The Haudenosaunee are another option. Land of Plenty, they're the agrarians. Again, you can kind of see everything that's coming with these guys. The Joseon, butchering that for sure, are scientists. We've got the Ming. Again, I guess just to clarify, so these guys are the Dutch. This is a Native American people. These guys are Korean, China with Ming. We've got the rocket cart over here, which is what I thought we were going to get. Yeah, I bet I can actually be in the early... Damn. The Mughals are Indian, or long story. I'm generalizing here. But Indian is what we can say, I suppose. They're from the subcontinent. We've got, they are the builders. We've got the Ottomans as the expansionists. I think the Ottomans are fairly commonly known people from Anatolia, I suppose. We've got the Poles from Poland and thereabouts. They are militarist. Ottomans, by the way, are expansionist. The Spanish from Spain, expansionist as well. You can see everything they've got over here. We've got the Edo Japanese from Japan. See everything they've got with them as aesthetes. The Venetians are the other type of merchant. These guys are more focused on influence. +1 influence per number of trade route on territory. And the thing that I cannot pronounce, Bottegi di Artisti, I guess, gives you influence, and influence based on adjacent market quarters too. And of course we have access to a rather awesome looking ship over here with a gun platform. Cool. Moment of truth over here though, folks, as we pick the Dutch. With Stock Wisdom, I feel like that's a bit more fitting, and the VOC Warehouse is also a bit more fitting based on our playthrough so far. So why don't we go ahead and adopt the Dutch way of life. Adopt this beautiful getup, and confirm that for the intrepid, the world is an endless festival of commerce. Pick our next technology over here, and when we hit end turn, it should bring us to the next era. Weren't able to recruit any of these guys. Actually rushed through, it felt like we really rushed through that medieval era, didn't we? Because we were done many, many, many turns ago. Many turns ago. There's a turn.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment.
And just like that, we've entered the early modern era. Nice to see the transformation of our buildings over here once again. The walls and everything being upgraded as well. We did build these fortifications. As the Dutch culture, you've reached the early modern era. I suppose we could have done this sooner. We might have actually made it through this era as well. Looking at how much we've accumulated, we might have made it a bit further through this era, but we cannot go to the next one, which involves the Persians as builders, the Austro-Hungarians as aesthetes, the British as expansionists, the French as scientists, the Germans as militarists, the Italians as aesthetes, the Mexicans as agrarian, the Russians as expansionists, the Siamese as builders, the Zulu as militarist. Very interesting era, this next one. You can see the Persians are a bit of a repeat, actually. Of these cultures, which is the merchant? I don't think I recall myself saying merchant even once. So, looks like it is a changing times. Changing times indeed. Looks like, yeah, no merchants. Or you could, of course, stay as the Dutch by transcending. But, folks, there are 6 turns left in this open dev. Let's go ahead and see what we can accomplish in those 6 turns. Do I have some regrets? I guess I do regret not entering this era sooner. I must have, I guess, misunderstood the limitation. Ooh, can we not play? These guys are going to drop dead out over here. So be it. But hey, I don't think we would have gone too far ahead in all honesty. Ability over here is looking good. Want to put down another one of these spots to research from. Go for it. Just rushing everything makes it all just a little bit too easy, doesn't it? I would certainly say this. We've been successful in being merchants. That's for sure. Turn there. Ooh, wait, what was that? What was that? Hold on. Yeah, so much going on. Wonderful Vinicunca? Vinicunca has been locked by another empire. No, that's somebody else. What did I just do? I got something there. Resource sold. Foreign wars. New grievances. The Aztecs want me to break my alliance. Get out of here. The English forgave a grievance, at peace with my enemy.
Tell me about yourself.
Relax. Want me to go to war? And these guys are not able to move? What's going on here? Okay. These guys are stuck here, it looks like. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Let's, sure, keep you there, I suppose. Things are starting to have more and more issues. I can barely move the map around. Can't move these guys around. Pull back to Subra over here, see if... Ooh. Massive battle going on over here. This is not it. The Defiant Canvas. With cultural venues flourishing across the empire, a famous painter has been criticizing your rule obliquely through their work. Based in the cosmopolitan city of Kerma, their latest piece depicts a gluttonous, saggy-fleshed giant snacking on a platter of sugared cakes, and they're gaining much public attention. What is your response? We'll encourage him, sure. The edge of the artist's censor can be blunted by seeming pleased. Absolutely. Yeah, doesn't upset me. We have nothing to gain here. Continue to sell our resources, continue to be filthy rich. We've done pretty well. Still more to do over here. Oh, planting forests. Well, that's cool. I can only do it in specific spots. Either that or the game's not letting me put things down where I want to. Can't tell you. Turn 149. Yeah, if we'd focused a bit more on science, then we might have been able to explore some of the more modern weaponry. And if I do actually manage to get another playthrough done, or at least begun on the channel, we will be starting, and we'll be a bit more aggressive with technology and warfare, so we're able to see some of those aspects. But we have reached our last turn. The game has reached the turn limit. You will be remembered as PartyElite, mythical ruler of the Dutch. Beautiful. Can we actually see some details of our journey over here? I think maybe we have to hit end turn one last time to actually see how resources played out and all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and plant another forest. Sure, why not? There's the end game button. I would say we did pretty well. If we take a look at our overall spread of culture, you can see Dutch culture basically dominates across the board over here. There's a little bit of Aztec culture to the south, but otherwise this entire continent is dominated by our culture. Well, and there's a split over here where we did not explore. It's kind of funny to actually think that we never actually went down over here. As far as faith is concerned, our religion is superior, spread all the way across not just our lands, but others' lands as well. You can see down over here, these lands do not belong to us, but they all believe what my people believe. So we've been quite powerful in that way as well. As far as our influence is concerned, it's grown fantastically, I would say. We could have perhaps claimed another wonder at some point. Yeah, I didn't get the notification for that, but there was the Taj Mahal for extra money on settled cities. Topkapi Palace. Production towards any shared projects gets a huge benefit there. St. Basil's Cathedral. Faith-based focus over there. But apart from that, I do believe we have seen all of the other wonders. So, fair enough. Alright, good stuff. I do believe it's time to hit that end game button. and a safe farewell to our gloriously wealthy empire. Oh, nomadic tribe, of course, in the Neolithic era. This is a nice breakdown. 50 fame. There we go, from each of those stars. Though it looks like you can get 3 stars, you can only get 1 each, fair enough. Then in the ancient era, we were the Nubians. 3 competitive deeds, it looks like. And then the stars we gained as well. I like this breakdown. Bringing our total up to 1,427 fame. Then in the classical era, we were the Axumites. 1 competitive deed accomplished. Quite a few stars acquired as well. Again, this is where that patience pays off, right? I say patience, but you could also be aggressive in different ways to acquire even more influence, or even more fame, sorry, over the course of those periods. In the medieval era, as the Ghanaians, 2 competitive deeds accomplished, and a handful of stars over here. You can see that merchant focus definitely coming through there, and the aesthete focus as well, taking us past 4,000, close to 5,000, very close to 5,000. And the early modern era as the Dutch. Unfortunately, I think we just have that 1 competitive deed taking us past that 5k mark, but not much else. I wish I had realized that we could actually play in the early modern era. I just didn't want it all to end sooner than expected. I apologize for that. But despite that, I feel like we did pretty well. We can watch how everybody else did as well, but I don't think we quite need to. I think I'm fine skipping past this because again, I'm like, does it really matter? Hopefully, you guys will agree and say no, it's fine, and we can move on. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the rest of this because I do want to get to, in 3rd place, Vlad, in charge of the Huns. Classical era was his best. In 2nd place, the Harappans, whose best era was the medieval, 3,592, and us with 5,029 fame, 1st place, as the Axumites of the classical era, being our best era as far as fame accumulation is concerned. I like these screens quite a bit. I actually quite like the art direction as well. Big fan of these. Alright, cool. Very nice, very nice. Moving past that, here we go. So, our best city is Kerma. Kerma is the best city across the entire world, of course. Our longest war was against the Mongols, but they weren't the Mongols at the time. At the time, they were the Mauryans. Our longest ideology was progress, and we found 34 curiosities. Excellent. If we took a look at fame, we were among the most... Oh, we were the most famed, except for this one moment in time over here. Fair enough, fair enough. If we take a look at food, yeah, we didn't focus too heavily on food, that's for sure. Or, well, look at that spike in industry over here. Take a look at money. Yeah, no competition when it comes to money. So I think it is safe to say that we definitely took a merchant's focus over here. Science, we could definitely have boosted ourselves up, which again, if I do a second or a next playthrough on the channel, again, it'll start soon, and we will take a scientific and militaristic focus, I think. Influence, we were top dog for a lot of it. At a certain point in time, must have established a wonder or something over here, spent that influence to pick one up, and that put us slightly behind the Hittites, Huns, Aztecs. Very cool. Stability, kind of... Don't know if I want to look at this. We definitely hit low points fairly often, though. Not as low as some others, actually, so there's that. Population, steady incline, no explosions. Again, there were a couple of times when we had to use our population to accomplish various tasks. Religion, yeah, we were relatively top dog all the way through. There were times when the Aztecs, I think it was, were beating us slightly, but at the end there you can see us skyrocketing. Research. Technology is researched, I suppose. We got a head start, but we did lose that head start. I think we took a couple of longer-term research projects that slowed us down a little bit, and we did not focus enough on the sciences early on to keep us moving at a fast pace. Trade. Oh, interesting. Now, trade, unfortunately, I guess has to do with import and export. We weren't really importing all that much. Because we didn't really need to, because we had all those... We had all the various... goods that we wanted. I guess I could have imported more luxury goods to get even more benefits off of them. I suppose that is an option, but I opted not to. It does look like the Harappans were doing a fair bit of trade, and we saw that actually because they were buying a fair bit from us actually. But yeah, overall, apart from the beginning where nobody was buying anything from us, we did decently. Maybe a handful fewer wars and we'd be doing even better. From a military perspective, yeah, relatively middling, not surprised there, but you can see how the Huns, Aztecs, Hittites, whatever you want to call them, through the different eras, how they skyrocketed at the end there. They did become a rather terrifying force. As far as cities are concerned, yeah, we had 1, and for a moment we had 2, and then right back down to 1. Fair enough. Restart the game's recap from the beginning. No, we shan't be doing that. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this mini-series, a bit of an adventure together. I hope you had a good time over the course of the many sessions. If you did, don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like down below. It does make a very big difference. Again, I feel terrible for not flipping into the 4th era sooner, but like I said earlier, hey, you live and you learn. Hopefully I'll be kicking off another playthrough in the next handful of days or what have you. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more Humankind and more strategy gaming content in general. I've got lots planned for this game, and strategy gaming is what we do on the channel, so you'll find lots of it. So yeah, don't hesitate to subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have any feedback, any thoughts, any opinions for myself or for the developers, and don't hesitate to join our Discord either, linked in the description down below. Again, folks, I hope you had a good time. This was certainly this was fun for me. I enjoy sitting down with this game and just playing it, at length. It's the kind of game that really grips me. So I'm going to go ahead and give some feedback for the developers, but this is where I bid you farewell. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching.